What is going on, guys? My name is Spywi, and I guess welcome to my Mind Palace. I don't know, this is my first video. I'm not used to having a script, but hey, what you gonna do? Now you might be asking yourself, who the heck is this guy and what the heck is a Mind Palace? Well, I'm about to answer one of those questions. The method of loci, or Mind Palace, according to Wikipedia, is a method of memory enhancement which uses visualizations with the use of spatial memory, familiar information about one's environment, to quickly and efficiently recall information. Did you get all that? No? Me neither. But here's my way of explaining things. Imagine you have a space, like a house or a room or a setting, yada yada yada. You set a picture or a trigger to represent whatever tidbit of information you want to remember. For instance, if you want to remember that your friend's name is Matt, although I don't know why you would want to remember that if that is his first name and you are his friend. To remember that his name is Matt, you could imagine that your friend is wearing a welcome mat on his head. See what I did there? Or if you want to remember that your house is on Windy Palm Drive, you could imagine a palm tree blowing in the wind. Or you could imagine Harry Potter putting down his vote for Lord Voldemort in the next election in order to represent the fact that former Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton wrote a letter to the House of Representatives to help his political enemy Thomas Jefferson become president. Side tangent, if you did know that fact, kudos to you. You've obviously watch Hamilton, or listen to it on some bootleg YouTube channel, or you're just really obsessed with American history. Also, if those pictures didn't make sense to you, they're not supposed to. Those are my pictures. They correspond to my Mind Palace. Make your own pictures, make your own set of information, and they will make sense to you, and they will make the information stick. Get it? Got it? Good. While the technique of the Mind Palace has been around for ages, like I think the Greek ages, I don't know, I forgot the name of the guy that supposedly invented it, but I discovered it while watching an episode of BBC's Sherlock. The technique looked so cool, and I immediately started reading up on it, learning it, and I immediately started using it to try and memorize pi, and that didn't turn out so well. I got as far as maybe 20 before my brain started hurting. I'm sorry, I was bored, okay? I had no clue what I was doing and I thought that I could master it right out of the box. Yes, I am one of those kids that throws away the instructions and tries to assemble the toy themselves and then horrifically fails. Anyways, back on track. I started using this technique for school and oh boy, did this thing actually work wonders for me. I'll give you an example. So, the night before my final exam of my psychology course in college, I legit stayed up, wrote down every possible piece of information from my professor's lecture slides onto paper, and then proceeded to input everything into the Mind Palace I made out of the various school buildings and rooms and dorms and even the cafeteria. One night. Over 30 sets of lecture slides, not including books. At least 25 to 40 slides per set. And you know what happened? You failed. I aced it. Actually, scratch that. I freaking got over 100% because I even got the bonus questions right. Now, granted, it was a little bit easier because it was multiple choice and we were using one of those green Scantron thingies instead of writing essays, but come on, one night? Seriously? I'll be perfectly honest when I say this, I don't use it in every single aspect of my life. I forget phone numbers, I forget important dates, birthdays, first names, last names, faces. I forget where the heck I'm going sometimes, I forget to text someone back and leave them hanging for hours. I will literally meet somebody, have them say their name to my face, and I will proceed to forget their name within the first 5 seconds of me breaking eye contact with them. It's unbelievable. But if you actually apply this technique into your life whenever you need to memorize something and actually keep refreshing the info into your mind, it'll stick for years. I'll give you a story I always give people when I'm teaching someone the technique. If you guys want me to go into more detail on the way I picture things, I'll make a follow-up video if people actually want one, but seeing as this is my first video, I highly doubt anybody will actually want this. But here we go. We're going to be memorizing my grocery list. The items are an apple, a bagel, an egg, ice cream, ketchup, olive oil, chicken breast, spicy peppers. Don't question me, I made up this story back then and it's the list that stuck with me throughout the years. So here we go. So I come up to the front door of my house. As soon as I step onto the welcome mat, I hear a loud crunch. I look down and see that I've stepped on a brand new Apple MacBook. The door opens and a large bagel with arms and legs and a face is standing there. The bagel's hole becomes a screaming mouth. It's screaming because I stepped on its laptop. I squeeze past him and head into the living room, where the egg, Humpty Dumpty, is sitting on my favorite spot on the couch. I become a bit of a douchebag and I push Humpty off the couch, where he shatters into a million pieces. I turn on the TV and the only thing that's on is a horror movie, except this one is a little bit different. It's a parody of The Ring, where the scary girl is sobbing loudly and eating from a large tub of ice cream. Huh. Weird, I say to myself, getting up and heading to the kitchen. I open the cabinet and grab a glass and put it under the faucet, and what pours into my cup is ketchup. Ugh, gross. I open the cabinet to get some towels when I find a large olive sitting in the middle of my cupboard instead. As I reach out to pick it up, it starts spewing sticky olive oil all over my arm and my face. I run to the bathroom to wash my face off, and I open the door on a chicken that is changing its clothes. It just so happens to be taking its bra off, and it screams and slams the door in my face. I head into my bedroom, where I come to find, jumping on my bed, a sentient pepper. It is such a spicy pepper that as it was jumping on my bed, my room caught fire. That's it, that's the story, the end. Congratulations, you just memorized a grocery list. Oh, you don't believe me? What was the first item? Who was screaming at you from the door? Who was on your couch? And so on and so forth. I bet if I said one location, you could tell me what item was on there. And if I asked you what item was where, you could tell me. If I said an item, you could probably tell me what came after it and what came before it. For instance, what came after Humpty Dumpty? Pause the video and see if you can figure it out. Are you back? Yep, it was the ring girl that was eating from a tub of ice cream. What came after the chicken? The spicy pepper. Woo, you got it. Now, can you say the grocery list backwards? Let's see if you got that right. The list backwards is spicy peppers, chicken breast, olive oil, ketchup, ice cream, egg, bagel, and apple. See, that was fun. We managed to memorize an entire grocery list. Now imagine the creativity that you could apply to your study notes. If you actually wanted to, you could memorize your entire textbook, word for word. Now, most of you wouldn't actually want to do that. You would want to at least memorize the main points of your study guide and basically spew back the information onto your test. But if I were to be perfectly honest, you would probably forget this story in like a week if you stopped thinking about it. But if you review the story forwards and backwards each and every single day, or if you decide to teach someone this technique, then the story is going to be stuck in your head forever. Kind of like me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. I put a lot of work and time and effort into this, and hopefully it turned out okay. I have no clue. I'm saying the end card right now, and I haven't edited anything yet, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be here as often as I can. I am, in fact, running 2 other YouTube channels, but hey, let's turn this into something fun. So with that being said, God bless, hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.